Guys and gals, this is really crazy. BlackRock is buying up a lot of XRP Ripple coins. It is the biggest company in the world. They are being brave while everyone else is freaking out. This is one of the best signs that prices will go up ever. The price of XRP could go through the roof and reach $4,300.00, according to experts. That's pretty cool, right? Don't pass up this chance. Let's do it one step at a time. Nota bene, once more, the crypto world is going crazy, and this time, everyone is looking at XRP. There have been whispers going around for a few weeks that BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world, might be working behind the scenes to get a piece of Ripple's XRP coin. Posts on X have made people think more about it. Crypto Cayman tweeted that BlackRock is buying Ripple behind the scenes. Crypto Geek said in another tweet that BlackRock has started buying $9 trillion worth of XRP. Even though Stevie said it, BlackRock has now fully joined the game. Even though none of these claims have been proven, investors are paying close attention because of how popular the rumors are. Why? Because if it's even partly true, it could have huge effects on XRP. One big question is at the heart of all this excitement. Is an XRP ETF going to happen? Will BlackRock be the one to start it? You need to know what an ETF is before you can understand why this is important. An ETF, or exchange-traded fund, is a regulated financial product that lets investors gain exposure to an asset, such as a stock, commodity, or cryptocurrency, without actually owning that asset. A person who invests in an XRP ETF does not buy XRP through a cryptocurrency market. They are instead buying shares in a fund that will hold their XRP. This is a lot safer and simpler, especially for experienced investors who don't want to deal with wallets and secret keys. Now imagine that ETF is backed by BlackRock, a huge financial company that manages more than $11 trillion, 0 cents in assets. Everything changed when BlackRock put in for a Bitcoin ETF. Investors from large companies that had been staying out of the market now had a safe way to get in. It went through the roof. The same thing happened when BlackRock went into Ethereum. The company's known for following the rules and planning for the long term, so what it does sends a message to the rest of the business world. BlackRock putting out an XRP ETF would be the best thing that could happen to XRP ever. There has been no public filing with the SEC, press release, or other proof that BlackRock is working on an XRP ETF so far, but just the idea has given people who use XRP hope, and for a good reason. The long court case between Ripple and the SEC is mostly over. When sold on public exchanges, judges have said that XRP is not a security. It was possible for institutional interest to come back after that decision, but there is still legal uncertainty. BlackRock is known for being careful and smart, so it's possible that they are waiting for the last bits of information to become clear before they make a move. No one has said anything about BlackRock, but other players have. Grayscale 21 Shares and Franklin Templeton have all filed for or made noises about wanting to start XRP ETFs. As expected, the SEC has been slow to react, putting off decisions and showing that it is still not ready to fully embrace XRP. Still, more and more people are interested and the pressure is building. If BlackRock joined the game, it might have a huge impact. Aside from guesses, it's interesting to think about what would really happen if BlackRock did it. First, it would make it easy for regular buyers to buy XRP through sites like Fidelity and Charles Schwab. You don't have to touch a cryptocurrency exchange. Second, the rush of institutional money that usually happens when an ETF is released would make XRP more available and keep its price stable. Third, it would give a lot more people faith in XRP's future. ETFs would also connect crypto to traditional banking. A lot of people don't want to deal with cold wallets, seed phrases, or finding their way around blockchain platforms that's taken care of by ETFs. They wrap crypto in something safe, known, and regulated. That's why an XRP ETF is such a cool idea, not just for buyers, but also for people who want to use digital assets in the long term. Of course, experts already think that the price of XRP will go through a huge increase in the future. Believe me, what's next will not prepare you. This could be the most important change in XRP history if BlackRo comes in. The rules are changing quickly, from legal fights to boardrooms on Wall Street. What's next might blow your mind. Let me show you why XRP might be about to do something really big. So all you have to do is look through X to find posts that sound more like predictions than posts. Steph wrote, XRP is about to blow up. Echo, another user, was sure that XRP would flip Bitcoin. Then there's Amenix's statement that sent shockwaves through the world. $4,300, 0 cents. XRP is now a real possibility. Seems like this is just more crypto hype at first look. Things are starting to feel like they might be different this time, though. People in the XRP community are now paying attention to an exchange that happened between King Curran and Xena XRP. King Curran asked a question that was brave. Are you sure that XRP can reach $10,000, 0 cents? The question is almost too silly to be real until you hear what they say. Xena XRP didn't think twice. She didn't just think it was true. She said she knew. Her trust came from having done things before. She told everyone that they laughed when it was said that Bitcoin would reach $1 million. 0 cents. The same people didn't think it would even get to $1,000. 0 cents. Still, here we are. It wasn't over when Bitcoin hit 4 figures. The price of Ethereum has gone up from $5, 0 cents to hundreds of billions of dollars. These were also crazy predictions at one point. She said that she had bought Bitcoin for $200, 0 cents, and Ethereum for $5, 0 cents. Many people spoke out against it back then. The doubt was always there. How about the prizes? Changing my life. Now she sees the same story happen all over again, this time with XRP, and her view isn't just based on feelings. Xena talked about Ripple's environment and hinted at something more important, something less clear. She used Bearable Guy 123, an anonymous person who a lot of people think is related to the leadership of Ripple. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, follows him. In the past, so did David Schwartz, CTO. These aren't just random follows. Those are signs. And the point Bearable Guy 123 has been making for years? Keep going. Another well-known number is 589. For people who don't know about it, it might look like just another unrealistic price goal that never came true. But for people who have held XRP for a long time, 589 is more than just a number. People who work for Ripple seem to know about and maybe even believe in a bigger puzzle. Xena asks why they keep talking about it. There is a choice at the heart of her case. Do you trust the people who don't believe in X or the people who built XRP? Arthur Brito, one of Ripple's hard-to-find co-founders, said that XRP was meant to hit $10,000, 0 cents. It's clear what that means, even if it's off by a factor of 10. Let's not talk about small change. It's about wealth that lasts for generations. Some people say, of course, let's go for the all-time high first, but people thought the same thing when Bitcoin was $100 and 0 cents and they didn't buy it. They said, let's wait until it hits $500, 0 cents, then $1,000, 0 cents, and then $10,000, 0 cents. And it would be wrong not to talk about the companies that work with Ripple. Behind the scenes, Ripple is slowly taking over the financial world while everyone is looking at charts and making predictions. Each time, one big organization at a time. You won't believe what they're building in the background.